Hi guys, Aceface back and welcome to War Gaming Weekly. This is my weekly show which is just to talk about news, rumours, tournament news. We'll talk a little bit about lists and answer some questions at the end, and we'll see where else we go from that. Hopefully, potentially in the future, might even get some guests on at the end of the show. We'll see how it goes, but I'm going to jump straight in, guys. So today I want to talk about news to start off with. So the latest news, you've probably already seen it. So we've got the latest release. I covered it in the rumours last week, but it did hit end part of the week, and that was the new Blood Angels supplement. So this looks really cool. Loads of new formations in there and ways to play Blood Angels. So I'll cover a little bit of what potentially will be in the book in the rumours section, but you know, if you're interested in picking up the new Blood Angels book and potentially the Traitors Hate from the week before, do jump over to the link below. You can see my sponsor Wargames. You jump on there and chuck Martin a message and he will get you a good price for both those books and whatever additions to your army you want to add. Go and grab your minis. So yeah, really good stuff there, exciting. Also just want to cover a little bit in news because it's really interesting. Is they Games Workshop this weekend just gone, and they held their first proper, I suppose the closest thing you call to a GT style event. It was an Age of Sigmar event. Warlords, I believe it was called, 90 players. It was proper Swiss style, so really exciting signs that GW absolutely want to get back involved in tournaments, and a great proving point that Age of Sigmar is absolutely ready for the tournament scene. So very exciting, and just to kind of let you know guys, I will be getting involved in Age of Sigmar. There will be a video that drops on Age of Sigmar for myself tomorrow, so look out for that. That will be out tomorrow morning. So yeah, all exciting stuff there, but look really fantastic. They had YouTube coverage of it, so live feed, all sorts going on. It looked a really good event. It was GW, so you know it was well organised and well executed. It's always a great place to go, Warhammer World, so I'm very excited. One, for Age of Sigmar, but two, if this works, and it did prove, it looked like it really did work, and hopefully 40k will be around the corner. Right, okay, so I want to go on to rumours now. So rumours, there is bag loads of rumours circulating at the moment, so we'll start off with the ones that seem pretty reliable. Obviously these are just rumours, do not take anything as gospel, this is just rumours that you can find yourself from the internet. I don't have a secret squirrel source, as much as that would be fantastic. So this is all stuff you can find, but hopefully I'll bring it together and give you all the rumours in a nice bite-sized manageable amount, if you like. So let's start off with a really sort of the stuff that seems very solid. So looking at the formations and the stuff that's coming out from the Blood Angels, it looks like there's well, not majority, but an awful lot of their formations are going to give them the ability to assault from deep strike. It looks like they'll have one for Sanguinary Guard, and that will follow very much the same as the Warp Talons from the Chaos. It will count as an unorganised charge, so you won't get your extra charge attack, but they will be able to assault from reserve, which I think is very good, because Sanguinary Guard are pretty good, they're pretty decent, they've got a 2-up save, they can deal with themselves a little bit, so they're quite tasty. So that's pretty cool, that's pretty exciting. Potentially people are saying that there might be a Terminator formation in there that allows them to assault from deep strike as well, which would be very good. So loads of cool stuff there. Looks like their relics look pretty exciting as well, so some epic Blood Angel stuff. So if you're a Blood Angel player, I think you're going to be very excited. I think it looks like they got the better end of the deal than Chaos, potentially, but we will absolutely see this time next week. Carrying on from what I spoke about last week about the Genestealer cult formation, not formation, but Genestealer cult codex or supplement. There's more circulating rumours of that. After I made my video last week, GW released their teaser of what very much looks like it will be the Gene Stealer Cult returning in some form. The rumours say that they will have a flyer, which is very exciting, a tank or vehicle, and a couple of new units. So that would be really good. As I said in the last video, it's still going to kick a little bit if we can't battle brothers with them with Tyranids, but it'd be very cool to see some more Gene Stealer Cult stuff, and you know, even if we can just get them into a Tyranid army, then that hopefully will benefit the Tyranids, which is all good for me and great to see Gene Stealer Cult on the board. So there's that. Also, we're starting to see more and more rumours come out around the Primarchs returning in a plastic in some sort of form. The latest rumours are that the first two Primarchs that will drop will be Angron and Magnus, which is exciting for me because they're my two favourites. So really cool there. Whether they'll come back as Demon Princes or whether they will be Primarch models, we don't know. The rumours are still sketchy on those, but it very much looks like those two will be the first Demon Prince models to be back. And I don't think they'll drop too long. I think we'll probably see them this side of Christmas. So exciting stuff there. It looks like they'll come potentially linked in with this whole 13th Crusade, Abaddon bringing his guys back. And even though it's not a rumour, I'd love to see a new Abaddon model, but that's by the by. So they're the rumours that we're seeing there. And one sort of exciting rumour that sort of dropped in the last 24-48 hours, it's been buzzing around for probably months and months, but it seems to be quite set, is the fact that GW will release their biggest ever plastic kit this year. So that sounds really exciting. So there's already the rumours going into overload of what that model might be. Will it be a Thunderhawk, the Thunderhawk that everybody's wanted for so long? You know, what will it be? A big monster? Or will it be, you know, what will it be? A Manta? What will it be? You know, will it just be a completely new unit? Who knows? But the sounds of things, and the rumours are that it will be 40k. The rumours are that it's not Age of Sigmar and it's not Lord of the Rings. So that in itself is pretty cool. I'm fingers crossed for a big Tyranid. That's what I really would love, but probably hoping too much. But you know, a big Dominatrix or a Norm King would be. Norm King or Queen would be absolutely epic, so that would be fantastic. But yeah, but we'll see. As I said, they're all rumours, but you know, some exciting stuff to come for everybody. Okay, so tournaments. As I said, I spoke a little bit about the GW tournament. Very exciting stuff there. News on the LVO, just watching, and this is not from an inside scoop, but watching the frontline gaming guys, the LVO is just still absolutely going into overload, so it looks like the tournament's going to be bigger and better than last year, and there's going to be a lot more media, and I think that's going to be very much linked in with the GW guys. I think they're going to support that, so you know, that sounds really exciting. That seems to be growing to a whole different level. The Last Chance Open, the tickets now, we have passed the 40 ticket mark, so really not that many tickets left. So if you are interested in going to the Last Chance Open, which will be the last chance in the UK to get your ITC points, but also it will be an awesome tournament, and loads of cool people come in. So some great YouTubers signed up for it already. So we know that the Geeks 40k guys are coming back, and they had a great time last time. It looks like Lawrence will almost certainly be there from Tabletop Tactics, trying to get his last minute points. We've got Nick Beer, Idic Beer, is coming down for his second tournament, so he's looking forward to it. We've got an exciting guest in Claydog. So Claydog is coming all the way from Australia to play in the tournament. He's also going to be doing some painting classes and some seminars at Wargames as well. So a great opportunity to meet a very talented painter. So yeah, and that's just among a few, just off the top of my head. So if I've missed anybody really crucial, please don't shoot me. But loads and loads of exciting guests coming, and it's going to be bigger and better than the last one. So don't hang around. Get your ticket now. It's going to be fantastic. I cannot stress, you know, it's going to be amazing. So that is that. Okie dokie, so on to sort of lists for this week. Now, I haven't got a list, but what I thought I would talk a bit about is the Traitor's Hate. So now it's kind of dropped. We've looked at the formations, we've looked at what that gives Chaos Space Marines. Now, what I just wanted to talk about where it's at its most vicious. So I would personally say that the big thing, the big bonus to Chaos Space Marines is the psychic powers. So now Chaos Space Marines have all the same psychic powers as Space Marines. So they've got all those really nasty, ultra powerful psychic powers. So what the magic is here, now we're going to combine that with the Cabal, and the Cabal in itself is horrendously dangerous. We then ally those Chaos Space Marines sorcerers with potentially a dusting of other sorcerers that you brought in from your Chaos Space Marine book, and then you're going to stick that into a big unit of dogs, of Khorne Fleshhounds from the Demonkin book. So you're going to ally Demonkin, and you're going to have that in there to give you a big old unit of dogs. Now, this is not new. This is absolutely a formation and a list that is absolutely doing the rounds both on the internet and the tournament scene. So you know, this won't be a surprise to veteran tournament players. But what I want to say is that this new codex is going to make that so much more viable, because those powers are incredibly good. So the extra mobility that can potentially give that unit, I can't, you know, the combinations that those psychic powers, particularly unrestricted, thankfully the ITC restricts those powers, that in an unrestricted format, Chaos Space Marines, yeah, it's a very small build, but Chaos Space Marines are probably top tier. Well, not probably, they are top tier, but they are probably fighting with, you know, Elder and Tau as the top army, just because this one formation in itself is disgusting. It is absolutely vicious and horrendous and nasty. And I don't like Death Stars, I really don't. I've basically never ever played a Death Star, ever. The closest thing I ever did to a Death Star was my little Farsight bomb, and that really wasn't a Death Star because it would get wiped out pretty quickly. It wasn't very resilient, it just kicked very hard when it landed. So I don't really do Death Stars, it's not my thing, but I tell you what, that is ultra powerful, and if you want a Death Star, I would say that is the Death Star to do at the moment. Read up on those psychic powers, build your psychic Death Star with a Chaos Lord on a bike as well. Absolutely, it's going to kick arse. And then potentially then what you can do is then dust off, well not dust off, but launch into some of the new Chaos Space Marine formations. So they've got the Vindicator formation, where you can turn the 3 Vindicator's blast into a large apocalyptic blast, which is incredibly good stuff. And the Predator one's not bad either. They've got some other tasty formations in there, you know, a nice little one for obliterators and mutilators, so that looks pretty good fun. The Helldrake one ain't bad at all, particularly the Helldrake one. It's got a thing where it basically it reduces your leadership. That twinned with your Death Star with things like, you know, Psychic Shriek could be particularly nasty, because you're going to lower their leadership and then you're going to hit them with the Psychic Shriek, which is vicious and disgusting and horrible. The good thing is most things, you know, will be fearless, that are really solid. So, but if you're not fearless, it's going to hurt you. You're going to die, basically. That formation will kill you. So I definitely think, you know, you Chaos Space Marine players, the good thing is you're right up there. You're right up there with the best. But you will have to, you know, sell your soul to the joint Chaos Gods, because you're going to have to take a mixture to make it work, and you're going to have to take this formation to make it work. Otherwise, you're still playing hardball to try and come up with a really competitive list. But yeah, so I hope that is interesting. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dive and get my list, and we'll come back and answer the questions. Right guys, so questions from last week. So Nerdopolis Prime, there's a link down to his channel below. Great guy, and is doing some really great content at the moment. So check out his channel, give him a sub. He asks, you know, what's the best way to start Tyranids? It's a really quick and easy one, because basically just buy what you like, because Tyranids aren't particularly powerful, they're quite hard, the learning curve is quite steep, so buy what you like and just enjoy playing with big gribbly monsters. That's my best advice. I would say the get started boxes are great, so a couple of them will give you 2 Hive Tyrants, they're our best unit. They'll give you some warriors, they'll give you some gargoyles, and then maybe get some Tervagants. That gives you a solid starting point. You're going to need some cover, so you're going to want Malanthropes from Forge World. If you're on a budget, get yourself some Venomthropes from Games Workshop, and they'll give you a bit of cover. But basically buy what you like, because Tyranids ultimately are not a power codex. They do struggle quite a lot, but they look awesome. They're very, very cool, and don't let that dissuade you from getting involved. So hopefully that helps. Jamie Williams asks, is the new Genestealer cultists any good? Yes, they are. They are very good. I think you might have seen my No Retreat review video after the tournament. So I got to the final in that with the Genestealer cult formation. It's really, really effective. Works really well. It's not ultra cheese. It's not very, very powerful, but it is good. And team with a right Tyranid list, it works very, very well. Hopefully the new imminent content for Genestealer Cult will help even more, but I would say they're good. I think you need to take them in the formation, if I'm honest. I think on their own they're not good enough, but the formation, the bonuses are really, really good. Carl Perkins asks what my opinions on Deathwatch are. So my personal opinions on Deathwatch is they're scumbag marines that hunt my beloved army, and have got all the nasty stuff that would be a nightmare to play against a Tyranid player. But all joking aside, I think what they can do is really, really powerful. I don't really class them as an army. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that it's, you know, it's in the same way as Grey Knights. It's a very exclusive small model count type army that does a lot. It's very powerful. You know, it's not in the same way Grey Knights are very resilient. They're not as resilient, but they do probably pack more punch. I think they're going to be a good army. They've got some really cool looking stuff. The flyer, I'm a bit sort of an R in, but I think I'll grow to love it. I think they're good. I think where they've really come into their own is when you use them as allies, as always with a lot of Space Marine stuff. You come in with allies. You know, put characters in to potentially buff their units, make them more resilient, and then that I think will make them really, really good. I'm yet to play them. I'm yet to really see a solo list with them. So I suppose the jury's out. But I think, you know, they're definitely good. They're good. And my thoughts on Traitors Hate. Well, I think I've pretty much covered that. That's Sam Taylor. Hopefully, in all, it's a bit average, really. To be fair. And Matt Bickley says the Angel's Blade assaulting from Deep Strike stuff, and that's just because I put out a question, you know, what do you want me to talk about? So yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be really good for Blood Angels. I think Blood Angels, potentially there's some definite ability to make him a really powerful army now, so I think we'll see quite a lot of Blood Angels on the board again, which is not a bad thing, because Blood Angels are quite a cool army, to be honest. One of my sort of, I prefer them to a lot of other Marine codexes, so it'd be good to see Blood Angels back on the board again. So yeah, so I hope that's been an interesting video for you, and I'll be back next week with some more. So put your questions down below for me, and I'll try and answer them for you next week. But until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.